Consume everyone's liking this series, and I'm very enjoying doing this. And since we just passed 10 double digits, we gotta step up the game. So, anime characters within Apex Part 11. And of course, the upgrade comes with Naruto Uzumaki. Yeah, this picture is fire. Whoever made this, props. But his passive is 9 tail sense. Whenever an enemy gets into a 20-meter radius of him, he starts to see their scent. Basically, it's the same thing as wherever this is from Avatar. Every character would have a different color scent. His tactical would be Rasengan. You would lunge at your opponent and hit them with the Rasengan. It does 10 damage every half second, so you have to actually sit there and hold the Rasengan on them. The only action they're allowed to do is punch you. His ultimate would be, oh shit, wrong pick. His ultimate would be Shadow Clone Jutsu. Kinda like Mirage's, he would have to duplicate himself. The difference is that they'd be sentient. They would act on their own. They can't hurt the enemy though. But they'll do random stuff like aim down sights and pretend to punch the enemy. Yes, I have fun dealing like that. Because I just finished my work above anime characters within Apex Part 12. Asta has been highly requested, so that's what we're doing today. Asta's whole gimmick is that, oh, it's raining. Hold on, I'm about to continue this inside. Okay, now that we're inside. Asta's whole thing is that he can dispel magic, so that's what we're gonna make him do. He's basically gonna be a counter to everybody. And where this is first gonna be seen is in his passive, the non-magic user. In the shows that he has no magic, he uses that to advantage because he can't be sensed by anyone. So we're kinda gonna give that to him. So basically he can't be scanned by Bloodhound or Crypto. Tactical is gonna be Black Meteorite. It's basically a big lunge that jumps him into the air. And when you land, you do this crater effect where you do splash damage anyone around. So you can use this for crowd control, or you can use it just for mobility. I low-key noticed I'm not even using pictures that represent the abilities. They just look cool. But his ultimate is Anti-Magic Sword. He's able to dispel any ability by slashing his sword at it. So Wraith portals up, slashes at it, it goes away. Gibby Shield, slash at it, goes away. Watson ult, slash at it, goes away. I think you get the gist. He only gets 1 splash per ulti charge though. If anime characters in Apex Part 13. This fine woman, Nico Robin. I haven't really made a team-based character, so Nico Robin's gonna be a little more team-oriented. I don't think I can even pronounce that right. The archaeologist. The poneglyphs that she'd be reading has a saying about a secret super weapon. And since Nico is very invested in that, I gave her the ability to see vault keys and mythic weapons on the map. Her tactical will be second ear. It says what the name implies. She places down a second ear. When someone walks by, another of one of her hands will tap her on her shoulder and an audio cue of them walking by would appear. So then you know if someone's around in that area. Even though these are feet, her ultimate would be called Hand Ladder. When you activate her ultimate, a bunch of hands will spawn from the ground. Only go 10 meters unless they hit a wall. If they hit a wall, they would actually scale that wall all the way up until there's a level platform. And it kind of becomes like a zip line. But you can shoot and heal on it. So you can use it for mobility. If anime characters was in Apex Part 13. My god, I said 13 and put up 5. Either way, my favorite character from Hunter x Hunter, Kurapika. Since I've been distracted like 5 times already in this video, I'm going live later today. If you want to pop in, yeah. We about to make Kurapika the most support-heavy character in the game. Starting off with Kurapika's twin showing off his passive, Chain Connect. At the start of the game, he gets to choose one teammate where he links with. If they are in 10 meters of range with him, they can be revived while him being there. His tactical is Healing Chain. Kurapika will either heal himself or the person he's linked to. Just depends who has lesser health. And always be a fixated 50% health. His ultimate is Absolute Mastery. Emperor Time allows you to buff the person you're linked with. They either have an attack boost or a speed up boost. This buff is not given to Kurapika though. Like I said, he is strictly a support character. So if he's not the first person you take out, good luck. Did you just test my skill? You say if it's too hard, we about to go crazy for Dio. If anime characters was in Apex Part 15. Alright, I just looked back at the footage. I look a little mad. I'm not trying to be aggressive. But yeah, you really tested me though. But since you really did try to test me, they're going to do 2 versions of Dio. So this is going to be Part 3 Dio. First off, his passive to be the Wild Dog. It's pretty simple. If he gets close to an enemy, his stand will actually punch for him. So when you first drop, when you challenge someone to get loot, your stand will punch them while you get the loot. They have to be extremely close though. His tactical would be Vampire Body. When you activate the ability, he's gonna be fully invincible for 3 seconds. Because technically vampires can't die, so. And you know his ultimate had to be Roller. Dio leaps off from the screen, comes back down, and slams a roller onto the ground. That just does normal damage, that's not it. His stand would then proceed to push the roller. Anyone who's hit will take damage and be stunned. Kinda like Bangalore's ulti. My man really tried to play me. Yo, catch me for the other version of Dio. This is my second version of Dio because someone tried to test me last one. Go check out the other one if you want to see the part 3 Dio. This version will be part 1 Dio. His passive would be unhuman body. Even without the vampire power up he got, him and, what is it, the first one was Jonathan, right? Them two had some unhuman body. When they were playing rugby, they were disgusting. They were huge for their age. So he's gonna naturally have a 5% reduced damage and 5% speed boost. His tactical will be zombie mask. When a teammate is down, Dio can run up to them and put a mask on them. They will be instantly revived with 10 health. They will be turned into a zombie and have increased movement speed. But there's a catch. They cannot heal at all while the mask is on. They must wait 15 seconds or get down again for the mask to come off. His ultimate is the perfect lackey. I just realized I don't know how to spell lackey. Anyways, Dio spawns one vampire. It would have the normal 100 health. It would track onto one enemy and hit them. Every time he hits them is 20 damage. And there's your other Dio. I just got out the shower. My hair looking a mess. But I had 2 characters that I made for Apex I thought would be really cool. If enemy characters was in Apex part... Dude, I don't even know anymore. First one I have in mind, Gajeel. First off, I'm think I'm in the right to give Gajeel the fortify ability. It just makes sense for Gajeel. The biggest reason why I want to do Gajeel is because of his passive. It would be Iron Eater. Except for him breaking down doors by kicking them, he eats them instead. Like normal, it'll take 2 bites to break down. But every time he bites it, he gains 10 health. Just thought it would be something very different than a lot of passives. His tactical would be Iron Stamp, I think that's what it's called. The move does no damage, but you can put it in buildings to block off so many entrances. It kind of look like this. Just more of an obstruction tool, and if you do hit someone with it, it'll just push them back very far. His ultimate would be Iron Dragon Slayer. All he would do is go into his iron form and take 20% less damage. I just think that Gajeel was a really unique character to make. If enemy characters was an Apex part, I totally forgot. The character my hairstyle kind of looks like right now, Senku. This is the other character I thought would be really unique because of his non-combatant stuff. He uses his brain more than he actually uses his hands to do anything. So I think his passive, the smartest man alive, fits him perfectly. Basically, he's gonna be able to craft stuff faster in the crafting system and gain more materials when he uses the tube things. His tactical would be First Light. This would basically be the first flashbang in Apex Legends, but more geared like a flare gun. He throws a machine he makes into an area. Once it lands, it lights up. And if you're in a 10-meter radius of it, you're basically blind. Senku and his teammates would get affected. His ultimate would just be, let's make something. It would basically be like Lifelines where she drops a carriage package, but it's the crafting system. He would basically drop his own thing of this. This would be really beneficial for him because he can craft faster than any other character and he gains way more. So you're gonna be one crafting a lot with him. Okay, back to y'all's ideas now. I'm just gonna have fun with this one. Like, I'm not serious with any of these abilities, but that'll be fun to do Saitama. If enemy characters was in Apex part some number in the 20s. This broken dude. And when I mean broken, oh, we're making him broken. His passive is he went down that fast. Basically it does 100 damage. His normal punch. So when you land, you can knock everyone if they don't have a shield. His tactical is it my turn? I don't remember the last time Saitama actually got hurt. So that's what the tactical does. He stands still and cannot be hurt. He can't attack and he can't move and he can't heal, but he does not get hurt when he's standing there. The only thing that hurts him is the ring. And his ultimate is the serious punch. Anyone standing right in front of him will be immediately knocked. And then he would create an air shockwave that would continue. The farther you are, the less damage it does. The lowest damage it does is 100. So no matter what, you're losing your shield. I cannot believe we have not done Goku yet. If anime characters was in Apex, again, part something in the 20s. As I said before, Goku. I'm gonna turn Goku into a little more of a team player, even though that's not his nature. But I feel like that's gonna make him a little more balanced since everyone's been getting on me about balancing my characters. His passive is Sensu Bean. How this works is a little complicated. So Goku has the ability to make medkits into Sensu Beans. He must have 2 medkits to make 1 Sensu Bean. The difference with the Sensu Bean is that it instantly fills your health up. So instead of taking 8 seconds to heal your full health up, it instantly does it. His tactical is instant transmission. Like in the show, he has an instant transmission to someone. So once you activate your ability, you can instant transmission to one of your teammates. They must be in line of sight though. And you knew his ultimate is going to be Kamehameha. Goku takes 5 seconds to charge his beam and he shoots it in a straight line. This is better used for choke points just because he cannot move. It does 10 damage per second. It also slows and pushbacks the enemy. He also screams to the top of his lungs, so don't use it if you don't want to get noticed.